What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be wrapping up the road to 100k in payouts. This challenge took a total of around 4 weeks. Honestly, I thought it was going to take more like 4 months, but here we are. And before we get started today, I just want to quickly mention about the AI that I posted in the last video. I got a bunch of DMs and I'm still getting DMs to this day, and a lot of them are back and forth DMs answering questions or concerns. And I'm trying to get back to DMs within at least 1 day. That's been my goal recently. I actually downloaded the Discord app on my phone so I can respond to DMs like on the go and whatnot. But yeah, I had a lot of interest in the AI, and also I had some requests. So one of those requests was to create a new AI that would help with futures trading. So it would make futures callouts. My current AI, I'll give you guys a peek here. It makes options callouts, right? But I got some requests for a futures AI, which I'm gonna begin coding. I actually did begin the other day, as you can see right over there. I'm gonna need a couple beta testers for this. Currently, I probably have like 5 people who want to beta test this. I'm looking for around 10 people this time. But yeah, when I have more information on that, I'll post that probably in, let's see, probably in announcements. I did already post that I will be having the Futures AI, but I want to mention it in this video for anyone who is interested. But anyways, getting into these trades, I did post both of them in the education channel in the Discord. The first one was on the 20th. I believe this was a Friday or a Thursday, and then the second one was actually yesterday. It was Sunday night, so the market opened for futures at around like 6 p.m. I think I took the trade probably like the first 30 minutes into market open. And I have both of these posted in my inspiration, just the PNL amount. The first one was around 25k, the second one was a little bit over. But yeah, let's just get right into it. Okay, so looking at the first trade, what you notice is a lot of selling pressure with minimal buy pressure. So there was a big push to the downside, and right around here there was the first area of consolidation. So when the markets make a big move up or down, you usually want to look for some consolidation before taking a trade, because if you try to, let's say if you try to short or you try to long, like you try to catch the falling knife, you're gonna get burned over and over again. So you want to look for consolidation because that shows that there's buyer interest there. There was this first area of consolidation, but this wasn't really meaningful. As you can see, it got pushed further down into this messier, choppier area of consolidation, and then it had one more push down, and finally you see at this area there was exhaustion from the sellers, right? And what I mean by that is right down here, buyers pushed it down here. The next candle they were able to push it lower, but buyers pushed it back up, right, to open. And the third candle is protected by this low. It didn't breach that low, which is a sign of a reversal, right? And after that, I didn't take the trade right away because sometimes this is not as clear as you would like it to be. Sometimes you can do this and the price can come right back down, right? But that's not what happened. Some more consolidation was starting to form, and this is when I started having interest in taking a scalp position for a long. I was interested in taking a long back above this area of consolidation and back into the first area of consolidation, right? So the reason I took it here was I knew that if there was going to be a push out of consolidation, is going to be a big one. Like when there's an area of, let's say, support, consolidation, resistance, whatever, there's usually a big push out of that area. For example, if you look at this rejection right here, if you look right over here, there's this giant, very, very, very bullish candle pushing it out of that area before price, continues to rocket upwards, right? So that's what I was looking for on a smaller scale here, and that is what I got. So what I was targeting here for this trade was the first area of consolidation. I wanted to hit this area of consolidation, and I didn't really care what price did after that. That was pretty much my trade. And as you can see, I set my stops below consolidation low, and I took the position right around here when I would see that buyers would take control, which would push us out of this consolidation and into the next area of consolidation, and from there price could, you know, move further up, it could chop around, go down, whatever the case was. And as you can see, price did decide to go further up before rejecting on this previous area of support right here, and it acted as a support back here as well. This is not trying to stray too far away from the trade, but this is a market pattern you will notice. You'll notice price tends to reject off previous areas of support before coming back around and having a bigger push out of that area. Okay, moving on to the second trade here. What you notice is we're on the 1 minute time frame. So this is more of a scalp kind of trade, and this is actually right after market open on Sunday. You see price has a big move to the upside, and this is a pretty big move to the upside, especially considering markets just opened on Sunday. So I was looking for a short, you know, right off the rip pretty much. I wasn't going to short at like a random level though. When you're shorting or when you're trying to reverse a trend, so let's say price is coming down and you want to long, or price is coming up and you want to short, you usually want to look for price to start, you know, basing after rejection, and that's exactly what happened here. So if you actually decide to try to, you know, catch the falling knife as they call it, and you tried to short here and you tried to short here, you'd have got burned on this trade, you would have got stopped out, you know. And a lot of traders, this is a mistake a lot of new traders make, right? So they just keep trying to hit the same trade because they're like, it's impossible that price can keep going up, and what ends up happening is price can keep going up and up and up, there's no limit, right? So price will just go up until it finally comes down, and then you'll look at the charts and you'll be like, you know, why did this happen to me? You know, why did the price keep going up before finally coming down to where I thought it would be? You can't try to time the top, and you should never try to time the top. You should look for a rejection, and then you look for a base to begin to form. And that's exactly what happens here. So price comes down and then starts to form a base around at this level. And after forming that base, it has a pretty slow chop to the upside, and I noted it down here, there is no notable buying pressure. Notable buying pressure would have pushed price out of this trend line to the upside, and there was none of that present, which shows the major buyers are out for now, right? So you can take a short position, of course, proceed with caution, and what you look for is a break of the trend, and that's exactly what happened here. But I did not take that trade because usually when price breaks out for the first time, it comes back up before coming back down further, right? So this was a little bit of a bait. So price broke down and it immediately came back out, which stopped out most traders probably. And what I was looking for was the second break, right? And that happened right around here, and I took my position here, set my stop at trend high, because that would invalidate my trade. And I was looking for price to come back down to this first volume node, which is where I thought price would more than likely either start to base or it would, you know, bounce off there, right? So I just wanted to take my trade here, I set my stop here, and as you can see, the trade did end up working in my favor. Price did multiple times, it tried to push back up in this area of support. All these upper wicks show you that, but each one was lower and lower and lower, just showing a little bit of bearish continuation from this, like this break here. And that's about it. There was nothing really complicated about either trade. They were just very simple concepts, right? I mean, all I really used here was a trend line here, some support here, and just a simple volume profile. There was no really complex trading behind it. The only thing I would say is it was on a 1 minute time frame, and I recommend beginner traders to avoid using the 1 minute time frame just because you can easily be chopped out of the trade. You can have more emotions in the trade because wicks will move faster, they can move further, and that might just confuse you. Usually I recommend like maybe the 5 or 15 minute time frame, but if you're a more experienced trader, you should be able to handle a trade like this no problem. But yeah, that's about it. If you have any questions, just drop a comment or message me on Discord. Just keep in mind that it might take me a little bit longer to get back to them. I do have a lot of DMs coming in from my AI video that I made the other day. But other than that, have a nice week.